Hi everyone, another video. It's every time I do these videos at the moment I'm driving. That's because taking misses out places to get the things that she needs. Right now she's in another shop, getting some bits that she needs to the house. I suppose it gets me out a bit, but I don't think she quite gets the gist of lockdown and essentials, bless her. But yeah, maybe going to the shops is her essentials. Currently sat in Salford, queues everywhere to get into the shops alone. Not just to buy stuff, there's queues to get into the shops, which is quite interesting. One in Tesco reaches all the way around to, if anyone who knows Salford, the one for Tesco reaches all the way around to the shopping centre car park. So yeah, so it is quite busy. I'm probably going to publish my last video today because I've not been able to do it and not been too well. As I said in my last video, I've got a new computer system, so I've had to learn that one. It helps a bit out with the editing because it's a better computer than what I've been using. It also helps me with my work, but I've been having to get training on how to use the software so I can do it. Still not published. I've still not submitted my last piece of work, so I am about a month behind now, so that's not good, but I'm going to catch up hopefully. I don't keep saying that. Got all the stuff in my shed now, so I start building that. But I've gone home. I just feel down, depressed. I'm going to try and go out on my bike for a bit later, if I can get the urge to do it, or if I can get the power to do it, but I can't say that I will, because it depends how I feel. Right now I just feel like hiding away and disappearing. Don't feel good at all. It's a beautiful day outside. Now, I like nice days, but I don't like the sunshine because I sweat a lot. So right now I'm probably sweating profusely, which is making it even worse. Okay, that's random. I'm just Salford, nothing's random here. Yeah. I honestly don't know what to say because I just feel like I'm gonna try cooking a full Sunday roast yesterday. I just don't know what day it is because I think it was Thursday yesterday. And yeah, I did a full Sunday roast. I had fun doing that because I like cooking. It's one of my releases. Put music on, dance around the kitchen, like you do. But there's only so much you can do in a house full of hormonal females. House full of hormonal females, get that words out. So yeah, so all of them different attitudes, different behaviours. I can't just submerge myself into something because then I get told that I'm not interacting, so I don't know. Yeah, I suppose that's a good thing. I've been playing PlayStation a bit and Uncharted, a good game. I love Uncharted. PlayStation have released them all for free, so I've been hammering that when I can. Yeah, that's not a release. I just relaxed and playing that, but I even got bored of that yesterday. Turned that off because I just couldn't focus on that. So yeah, so you know it's bad when I can't focus on a computer game. So yeah. Anyway, I'm yeah. So I'll leave it here and go and put some more on in a bit. We'll talk a bit more in a bit when I'm a bit more hyped up and more happier. Maybe if I am. So as I said earlier, I've been struggling today. So I thought I'd get myself out of the house. I'm going insane. I'm really struggling. I was sat staring at a pot of pills. I was that bad. It's been coming on for the past few weeks, probably gather. But today it's got really bad. To a point where, like I said, I was sat there staring at a pot of pills thinking, one simple swallow. But I needed to get out, so I've come out on my bike, as you can probably see. You probably can't see because it's pitch black, but I'll try and do some with the lighting. It's beautiful views. I don't know if you can see. It's star. Probably can't see nothing. I'm going to check the video when I get in anyway. Pile of sheep over there. Over in the Peak District, it's a beautiful place to come. That's where I come a lot. It has helped me. I'm a bit more perky now. Got a ride home now down Snake Pass, which is going to be fun. I like that. But I'm just, like I said, enjoying the ride through the hills and relaxing, chilling out. I will finish this video in a bit when I get in. But yeah, sending me still crazy. I've had to come out. If I get pulled, get sent home. What's the worst they can do? Send me home. Give me a fine. It is what it is. But I just needed to get out. I'm not spoken to anyone, not dealing with anyone. Yeah. So, things you must do, eh? On a piece of advice, don't buy the cheap GoPro stuff if you can get the decent stuff. Because my GoPro went bouncing down the road on my first journey out, hit a pothole, and the hole that I was holding it up snapped from its screws. Why it was screwed together, I don't know. But it snapped from its screws, and I'll show a picture in a bit. I'll show a picture on this, but yeah, it snapped from its screws and went bouncing down the road. So now my casing is damaged, and I gotta buy a new casing, and yeah, some decent units. So yeah, so they might look like a bargain online. But if you're gonna be strapping them to anything like a vehicle or a bike or anything like that, don't touch them ones because they naff and they just snap. But lesson learned. I'll just carry on buying GoPro mount ones instead.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it away.
Hey, it's another day. I never got around to finishing the video from the last time. I wasn't well enough. I was in a really bad place. The motorbike ride out me a lot, so I'm glad to do that. I was a bit anxious at first because obviously I mentioned my fears in the past video. Since did the last part, I apologise if it's too dark. I will try and lighten up while I'm listening. I know I'm still building my kit up as I go along, so the dark light might not have helped. But anyway, on my ride back, for those who know Woodend Pass and Snake Pass, I was coming along Snake Pass, and from Bamford all the way down to the top of, all the way up, should I say, to the top of Snake Pass, there was sheep lying about in the middle of the road, wandering about. The first corner, I came round and there's a sheep grazing at the side of the road with two baby lambs stood right next to her. And to avoid her and them two lambs, and then avoid a wagon oncoming, I managed to do so safely. starts to ring, is it 101 or 1? Yeah, 101. And while I'm on hold to 101, I'm tottering down, and I comes across a cop car. So pulls him over, he clocks the sheep at the same time, so tried to pull him over, and he just carried on ignoring me. So I rode beside him, and as I'm trying to explain to him that his actual lands in the road further down, it's all the way down to Bamford, he completely blanked me, wouldn't even acknowledge me. He was just quite arrogant and abrupt. So I just went well sodging in and rode off. I was trying to help and point out where they are stuck out on which points, but he didn't give a crap. Now that's Derbyshire police for you. Which, given the events, I mean, I know we're obviously the strained and short staffed and everything. Given the events, the last thing they want to go doing is pissing off the community. But hey, he didn't care, did he? So that's his choice. But apart from that, it was a nice ride. I enjoyed myself, what I needed, because I'm going stir crazy. I managed to, now, I don't know if anyone else suffers with this, but when I go for long drives out or long rides, my hypervigilance is constantly on show when I'm driving, as you've probably gathered by a few videos. And when I'm on my bike, it's even more. So after a 2-hour ride, let's say, that's me drained. So it took me a day to recover, day or so to recover. But I'm recovered from it now. I managed to sit down at a computer yesterday, proofread the work that I've been trying to do for the past month, finish that up and send it. Sent an email to all the tutors to explain my position and apologise, and ask for guidance in regards to getting everything completed and sorting that all out. And I managed to start another essay, so that's good. Hopefully I'm going to finish that today or tomorrow and get that submitted and get caught. So yeah, I'm now on my way to go and get Ellie, the young girl again. I've been having a week on, week off at the moment, which is fantastic because I won't spend any moment account with her. I'd have a living room, but unfortunately she's got to see my mum. So yeah, so that's where I'm off to now. I'm off to there to get her. Like I said, I'm quite, well, I don't know, I actually slept so late last night. So quite refreshed today. Chances are I'll probably need a nap in a bit. Or as it's now become known in my household, I've had a nap, thanks to the Lodge Guys vlog. But I'll be having a nap in a bit, probably. That's being honest. But then give me but I have a nap. I wake up refreshed and upbeat and happy, and yeah, so that's good. I have a crack on the PlayStation for a bit, then get on to my work, then spend some time with the kids, spend some time with my missus. Yeah, I know I've got to nip up to Lancaster at some point, time to form it, because since well everything's been shut down, I've not been able to do that, so yeah. Long and short of it, my youngest, when her mother got caught pregnant, we wasn't exactly together, but we were like on and off, but she was also seeing someone else at the same time, because that's how she rolls. So she tells me she's pregnant, tells me when she's due, I worked out the dates. Now bear in mind, this is when I'm on my way to my breakdown. I'm starting to see falter at work, starting to struggle at work, starting to struggle with my family life, home life, etc. Well, I'm starting, I was already struggling, it was just getting worse. But anyway, she tells me she's pregnant, tells me the dates, I worked out the dates, I says, well, it's obviously that baby fine. Not necessarily. I said, well, we were together that week. And her response to me, because this is the type of person she is, well, I fucked him many times as well that week, so therefore it might not be yours. Nice lady, eh? Yeah. What can I say? I said in my previous blogs, I do try to, I did go on a stage of trying to repair people, so maybe that's what that was. Or maybe I just got bad choices at the time. But anyway, so yeah, so I tried to debate, look, chances are, child's mine, she was having none of it. She decided to move in with this lad that she was seeing, telling the baby was his, no chance of anyone else's, because she didn't tell him nothing about me, and made him believe that there was 100% chance she was his. They were having complications, she came to see me a few times. She was still taking a piss out of me while she was living with him. I mean, I give a fucking, I'm sorry, I'm apologies, swearing on this, and I have been a bit pointing out today, I do apologise. I still gave her money to go on holiday with when she went on holiday because they had no money and blah blah blah, and I was still being nice to her even then while she was pregnant. So I was a fool to myself, I do know this. So yeah, so that happened. Oh shit, I did that late. Just realised. Yeah, and I was nice to her and everything else, and I know I should have just not been, but hey, most people in my position would have got rid of her ages ago. But me being a fool, I didn't. But anyway, yeah, so she comes to me maybe about 2 months old and started to look like me. Well, look like my young eldest, Kate. Look like my other daughter, Katie. And even Katie turned around and said, Daddy, why does Ellie look like you? Why has Ellie got your eyes? Why has Ellie got your hair? So obviously alarm bells were ringing. Long story short, a few months later, managed to push her to get a DNA test to prove that Ellie was mine. Now, this is the type of person she is. When we submitted the DNA test, she's on the phone to me one night, and she sat there on the phone to me and she's going, how much do you earn a month? So I said, around this much. What other income do you have? So I'm telling her, why? And she goes, I'm just working out how much money you have to pay me if the baby's yours. Okay, so that's what you think this is a money commodity, dude. Not realise there's a life here. And then she just goes off on one, and like women do, and so that was it. I was pissed off from there. And yeah, lo and behold, as soon as the results came back that she was mine, she refused to tell the man that was believed Ellie's was for a while, until I forced her to. She was actually letting her go for contact still, which I didn't realise. She then, because I said, look, I'm not giving you, I'll give you this much money, I'm not giving you what you expected, and I want contacts. I don't. And she goes, no, you get to see it with me only. I went, no, I want unsupervised contact with her, and so she stopped me all the time. So I had to go through mediation, go through courts, get it all done. you know the works. Went for mediation first, she stopped it again, so I had to go through courts, get it all done. So yeah, so now it's all notarized through courts. Obviously, she'd let this man believe that he was the father, so he was on the birth certificate. When we found out, she never changed it. She dragged her heels on it. I then had to get the courts to tell her to get it changed. Lo and behold, she still hasn't done it. Now, we went through courts over 2.5 years ago. And she still hasn't done it. So I'm having to now do it and pay for it because I got no money, I've had no court order, etc, etc. It's all lies. She's just trying to, she's kicking off with me, demanding money out of me constantly. Yet what she doesn't realise is I buy for Ellie when she needs it, I buy clothes and buy everything else. Now, ever since Ellie's been coming up to see, I've been having contact with Ellie. Her mum never sent her with anything. Now most mums will send the kid with nappies, change of clothes, wipes, if they're expecting the father to give maintenance, etc. No, nothing like that. Just here's your child, off you go, type thing. Refused to give me anything. Demanded things from me. Always money and always demanding money constantly. Never about Ellie. Always about money. And yeah, so it kind of got a bit tedious after a while. But on the same point as well, I'm travelling up to, now I live in, for those who know North West, I live in sunny Salford. I travel up to St Anne's to pick my daughter up. I travel to St Anne's to drop her off because that's where she lives. Because at the time I was living up in Morton, so I do that journey constantly to pick her up, and so I'm spending all the petrol money. So as you can imagine, that's £100 a weekend there, because my car likes to drink petrol at the moment, and my previous cars have. I've just got to think about getting big engines, silly boy. That's why I have a motorbike. But anyway, yeah, so it was costing me a lot of money. So I said to the judge, look, this is what she's like, showed her messages about money. Said, look, at the end of the day, I'm buying clothes, I'm buying everything. I've told her I'll put through 2 to uniform, told her I'll put 2 to clothes if she needs it. I told her that I will get Ellie anything she needs, I put towards anything she needs, and I told her that if she wants to start going down money route, I will happily do so, but then she'll have to meet me halfway. And then the other future subsidies for stuff like that will stop. Because at the end of the day, she was using my money, my daughter, as a cash cow, and I'm not having that. But anyway, I'm here now, so I will carry this one on in a bit. But in the meantime, let's see what corkers Ellie comes out with today, shall we? She's an entertaining child. That's why I love her. She's mine. It don't belong. I'm gonna try and eat it. I've had it now, what, 3.5 weeks? And it's still green. It's so green, it still winks. Say hello. Hello. Ow! Is it me? Not you. Hello. What?
One time when a little boy was playing and I was still, you know the what?
Yeah.
It stinged him.
Did it?
But I didn't get stinged.
They only sting you
Yeah.
if you upset them.
How will you upset them?
By trying to hit them.
I was not trying to hit him.
No.
Because I
I talk to them.
Do ya?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I talk to the bees as well.
Bees don't sting ya. Bees only sting ya if you get mad at them.
Bees only sting you if they're really frightened.
Yeah.
Do you know why bees only sting you if you're really frightened?
No?
Because when they sting you,
Yeah.
they die.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because their sting is part of their body.
Hello?
Their sting is part of their body.
Oh.
So when it sticks inside you,
Yeah.
it breaks their body and they die.
That's not good, is it?
No, so that's why bees only sting
Yeah.
if they're really, really, really scared.
Yeah.
All insects
Yeah.
will only attack you
Yeah.
if you're scared. Same with spiders
Oh, I don't like
and
spiders.
snakes. They'll only attack you if you're scared.
But not the same with wasps.
No. So as I was saying before we ended it yesterday, yeah, so the dramas I had, like I said, I don't know, yeah, I get tongue tied all the time, but yeah, so I'm having a really bad day today, so I had not too bad last night, but I did struggle a bit. But today it's just, I've been up since 9 today, so not too bad getting up, but can't be natural that I need a nap as soon as I get up. Because I was up, that was me gone. No good. Just sat there playing games with Ellie and watching telly with her, building up on herself watching telly. But yeah, so like I said, her mum, she'd had this lad believing that Ellie was his, and the poor guy, she was still charging him maintenance when going through the DNA test, and even when she found out, she still charging maintenance, which I found out later on, and letting him see Ellie, she tried to make it go on and on and on, and I told him, I said, look, you either tell him the truth, or I tell him, because he needs to know, you can't hide it from him. So eventually she did, played the martyr like she does, and then I said right now, I'm not a part-time dad. I'm not the type of person who just has a child and then buggers off or abandons a child, and I'm not the type of person who doesn't want to spend time with children. I love my children. So ended up having to fight her in court, through mediation and through court, to get to see Ellie and get it all notarised. Now, like I said, it was ordered in the court papers. It was ordered in the courts that she get the birth certificate changed. She never has done. She made an excuse that she didn't have the money to do it, so I gave her the money. She didn't do it. She then made the excuse that she never had the court order to do it, which is bobbins, because I know we'd received them, and it clearly states in the court order about her address change, so she can't use that as an excuse. So yeah, and she didn't chase it up at all. She still not had it done, so I'm having to now force it through and get it done myself. Went to drop the form off yesterday, and because of the lockdown, all the registering at the moment is deaf, so it would have just ended up in a drawer. So I've got to wait until the lockdown's over and people start returning back to work before I can get that done. Now I've got a holiday booked in June, I've got a holiday booked in July. I'm supposed to be on both of them. I don't think she'll be coming to the June one now, because I'm gonna have to get this done. It's gonna take up to 28 days to get it done after the lockdown. Then I've got to get it re-registered. Now depends on how quick I can get a mum to turn up to the registrar, because she likes to drag her feet and make up excuses, etc. So I'll have to do it that way. I'll see, might be able to do it remotely, but I doubt it. So I've got to do that, and then we've got to apply for a passport, and I'm going to pay for to rush it through, but I fear that this might cause complications, so we'll see. So yeah, so it's been an ongoing battle with Ellie's mum. She because she doesn't like, she's not getting her own way, she uses a child as a weapon. Something that a lot of females do, and unfortunately it's something I've experienced with all my children. So yeah, it's not. It comes to a point when you start questioning yourself. Is it me? Is it my fault? Is it something I've done? Is it me that's made them that way? And seriously, it does have me questioning it, and it really makes me feel bad. I mean, like I said, I've struggled with relationships. I said this in the past. I said it probably at the beginning of this. I can't remember. So it's something I struggle with, but to use a child against me, they all done. I've got 3 children. All their mothers have used a child against me. So yeah. So first one, I've got a 19-year-old son. It's 20 this year. Did we work out? Yep, it's 20 next month actually. Yeah. Losing track of days and times, months, saved a lot. So yeah, so he turns 20 this month. Now, I really like my first love, my first true love. She kinda shit on me. Now I know she had her own problems, her own troubles. I don't know what was going on. I was naive, I was young, I was obviously, it was the only relationship I ever had, following all of the abuse and everything. Never really had a strong relationship with my family. And yeah, I kind of got attached to this girl. Met her before all the abuse started, and then met her again after it all. This is quite a complicated story on that. I will go that through another day. But yeah, she got pregnant, and I don't know what went on, but she'd disappear, I'd track her down, then she'd be all nicey, then she'd disappear again. Now, so I didn't get to see my son. I'm not registered on his birth certificate because I never managed to get all of that done, because I couldn't get it stapled done for long enough. I know for a fact that he believes a lot of bad stuff about me which is untrue, and I'd like to have the opportunity to explain that to him. However, because he's had medical complications that I'm aware of, he unfortunately comes under the protection of minor even though he's 20 because of the complications he's had. I think that's 25 now, still, until I can do something about that, because they'll keep changing the dates on it, don't they? But in the meantime, unfortunately, that lad sat there believing his mum had been screwed over by people close to me in regards to him. And yeah, I'd love to just get the opportunity to sit down and spend time with him. So every time I try to chase him, track him down to get through courts, I tried. Obviously, those who know family courts know that before judge born before 2005 or 2006, yeah, 2005, the courts were completely different. Obviously, he was born in 2000, so it's hard to get into the courts at the best of times. As a young lad, having to fund everything, chasing them around, getting the court dates. By the time they got the court dates and papers gone out, they'd moved on to somewhere else, because yeah, she shacked up with some guy that was like twice her age at the time and was raising him as his child. I know she's since had children with him, and I don't know what's happened there dynamics wise. So yeah, so first of all I chased them around, went to various places around Manchester, and then they moved up to Cumbria. By then I kind of lost any care. Well, that's wrong. I don't know, I didn't lose care. I lost the oomph to fight anymore. That's when I hit my real low points and started. I was really bad on the drink and non-prescribed drugs and self-destruct, and flitting off here, there and everywhere and doing stupid things. Anything that can do just get adrenaline going, self-care type stuff. So yeah, so I was in a really bad place and I had to sit back and abandon it all, and it really hurt me. But just to give you a type of idea of the type of person she is. The hell type of parking's that? Shit! I'm gonna get the camera off. Never mind. Yeah, so I'm getting distracted, so best not. I was trying to give her a jump, that's why. Yeah, so I get the type of person she is. When my son's about 3, 4, she turns up on my doorstep. Now, bearing in mind, like I said, I'd come back to Manchester at this point because I've mentioned this before about me flitting off to Blackpool for a couple of years and coming back to Manchester from my mum because she'd been held at knife point and was getting harassed by the locals and felt scared. And then my mum went round telling everybody that I came back because I couldn't afford to live up there. But hey, I mentioned that before and how that affects me. But yeah, she turns up at my doorstep and I'm at work. So she comes to my work, walks in. I was working in B&Q retail at the time, and there's a call on the tannoy for me. So I go out to the till. I was getting stressed that day. It was a really bad day. I was getting called constantly to the till, so I kind of went storming out because I just sat down to have a break. And I go storming out the break room, just stops at the end of the tills, and I sees her, and I was just stopped dead, and I was like speechless, didn't know what to say. But then I told her to wait a minute, went back in, spoke to my friend who I'd actually been talking to at the moment, and said obviously who it was and everything else, and then I went off for a break, went to chat to her. And she's telling me how she's been abused by the guy she's with, she's being battered by him, she wants to bring my son back to me, and she wants to get back down to Manchester and all this bollocks. I do apologise for swearing once again. So I kind of believes all this, sends her to my house while I finish my job. Finish my work, because obviously I left work early, but I couldn't leave work straight away, so I had to just wait for a short while to get out. So then sends it to mine, and then it goes off to mine. We spends the whole night chatting and talking away, and she's feeding me all these lines about how much she regrets everything, loves me, misses me, how she regrets everything that happened, how she wants me to see my son. Now, she didn't have no children with her, she was on her own. About my son, and she also given birth to a daughter by then to him, and she starts telling me how much she loves me and misses me and wants to be with me, and one thing leads to another, and as a naive young lad we ended up obviously spending the night together, and then she stays there for about a couple of days, stays with mine, and then she says, right, she's going to go, she's going to get the children, she's going to come straight back. So it gives her the money to do so. She's got a phone, so we can keep in contact. I think I give her one of my phones, I remember rightly, so we can keep in contact. I remember she missed a train in Manchester, so I drove up to Preston to get the train from there, and then lo and behold she vanished. So I'm trying to ring her and she keeps saying, well, I'm doing it, I've just got put off a couple of days, blah blah blah, keeps putting me off. And then all of a sudden I start getting threatened down the phone, stop ringing me, stop texting me, I'm not coming back, it was a mistake, I shouldn't have come back, it's not happening. first of all, the text message was like, he won't let me go, he won't do this, won't do that. And then all of a sudden start getting that. So obviously I don't know what to believe. So I goes up there. Now, like I said, they're living and working in Cumbria. I goes up there. And then my own sister was living in Workington, and well, she still is, living up there at the time. And she knew her, and like I said, I got screwed over by my family. But yeah, my own sister was had seen my son and knows him and everything else, and I don't know, I can go into that for a long time, but it really hurts me. My own family don't give a shit, so yeah, it's one of them. So I will go into that another time, because obviously I don't want this video to drag too long. But my phases were getting really bad, so I goes up there. Next thing I know, I'm getting shouted down the phone at, and I'm also getting told by my sister that he's going to send people chasing after me, so I've got to get out of the town quick. Ed ignores, hangs around, goes to her dad's house, and then I goes looking for her because I didn't know where she lived, but I knew where her dad lived. And I'm just driving around Workington for like 4 hours, me and my cousin. And then yeah, it starts getting to a point where I'm constantly blowing out phones and getting told this, that and the other. So it starts to drive home. As I'm driving home, I start getting chased by, I'll finish this in a bit. So where was I? Yeah, so then I'm driving out of Workington, starting to head towards town, head towards the main roads, and there's 2 cars piled up behind me. Now, back then I was a little boy racer. I'd had like a modified car that I was driving, couldn't miss it. Yes, where was I? So I'm getting chased out. I'm driving down the road, and these 2 cars come up behind me. Can't miss my car. Like I said, it was modified, it's one of a kind, it is what it is. But I'm getting these lads both driving up my backside, trying to overtake me, doing stupid manoeuvres, driving at the side of me, swerving into me. But since found out obviously they were connected, but back then I didn't obviously. Yeah, it was a maybe. My sister told me that it might happen, and lo and behold, it was happening. So, and then all of a sudden, one puts a shotgun out the window and shoots at my car, big holes in my car. And yeah, so obviously I just popped my foot down and got out there. And like I said, I went into full self-destruct. I went on that weekend, I went out completely bollocks, and yeah, shit just happened. Where's he going? Yeah, so and actually I had to, unfortunately, I had to drop that as a bad experience, and then hope that I get to see my son again one day. I said, I know since then he's been fed a load of lies about me. What he's been told, I don't know. I just know he's been told a load of lies. Lad knows no. He didn't even know about me for a long time. despite my own sister being in contact with him. Yeah. So, yeah. And then we've got my middle daughter. Now, my middle daughter, Katie, her mum's a piece of work as well. I'll tell that story another time, because I will go into in-depth in regards to relationships, because I do think that relationships is something that I do need to talk about. But yeah, my Katie, my other daughter, her mum is she's definitely a piece of work. If I told you that all the children have been removed away from the family home, she had another child while they were all removed away, and then that was removed as well. She goes around preaching that they're all stolen children by the social services, and social services stole the children. No. Poor Katie's got a lot of mental health problems now caused by that, by her mother and the way she was dealt with by her mum. She has an older sister who's going into the army. She was alongside foster care. Her mum liked to imagine up every medical condition under the sun and say that was wrong with them. So I got Katie's list down from 3 pages to 2 items. Katie's eldest sister had the same thing. They got that list down, but unfortunately that list has now come to haunt her, and she's struggling to get into the army because of it. So hopefully that will work out and she can get in, and then they can prove that there's nothing wrong with her. Katie, she had the same thing, and it turns out she's just, the only thing wrong with her is one genetic thing that would never have been found, and it has very minimal impact on Katie, very minimal indeed. So to be fair, it wouldn't have even been looked for if her mum hadn't have made up all these bobbins, lies and stuff. So yeah, so there's that. And the other thing that she's got is her baby brain is 2 brains, big brain, little brain. The little brain reaches down into her neck. It's called a Chiari malformation. Now it can cause clotting. Now I know for a fact my son ended up hospitalised due to problems with his brain and swelling in his brain. What I don't know is exactly the cause and the exact reason. I don't know whether it's connected to that, and I can't find out. But I have made, obviously, the professionals aware. That's why they keep an eye on Katie's, but yeah. So yeah, so anyway, I'm digressing again. So yeah, so Katie's got her own story to tell. She's really struggling. She struggles with a lot of things now. Like I said, she's been living with me for now, what, 5-6 years. Her youngest 2 siblings, like I said, the one her mum's just had, Katie wanted nothing to do with it. She didn't even get to see it. She wanted nothing to do with it whatsoever. Well, her, should I say, it's probably the wrong thing. Not nice to say, but yeah. She wanted nothing to do with her, so she didn't even go and see her. She has no contact with her mum. She hasn't wanted contact with her mum since court. Last court event, because Katie's the only one not in the system, her mum tried to get unsupervised contact with Katie. Judge ruled that the only thing she can have is supervised contact with the other children altogether. Mum's words were, and these are the exact words used, "That's my contact for my children, it's nothing to do with Katie. She can only go to 1, maybe 2 of them, Christmas and Easter." So the judge went, right, well, that's what I'm ordering. If you don't like it, tough. I went back and I told Katie I had to tell the truth. And Katie's exact words were, well, if she doesn't want me at the others, then I'm not going to any. I want nothing to do with her. She wants nothing to do with me. She can just stick with her children. And then that was it. Now, I do believe that some of the others don't go to the content now, but hey. But yeah, so the poor girl's been fed a hard one there, and she's having to deal with that and everything else that's going on. She's struggling to manage with this week as well, this lockdown as well. She struggles with friendships. She tries to keep everyone sweet and be nice with everyone, and then it comes back to backfires and stuff like that. So bless her, she's struggling in society at the moment. Just gotta sit there by her and just hope that it don't get too bad, and just make sure that it doesn't affect her when she's older. It doesn't affect her bad, and she's got the help she needs. So yeah, so there's that. Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about now. So yeah, so there were 3 children. All of them have got complicated mothers. Now, like I said, anyone normally would question after the 3rd one whether it's connected to them. Me, it destroys my head every day. It destroys. I thought I couldn't love another woman after Car's mum. But then I met Carmela. Now, as I said, I will go talk about my relationships in a separate vlog, because there is a long list of it. Not regards to people, but regards to complications. But yeah, I thought I couldn't love anyone else after Car's mum. Then I met Carmela. Carmela, amazing woman. She was 12 years my senior. But, I mean, I'm going about what? Not long after Kate was born, this was. So we're talking about 15 years now. 14 years, 15 years. And we hit it off really well. Met Katie through a friend of mine at the time who was working with in B&Q, and his wife. Met Carmela, sorry. Carmela was working with his wife, Sharon. They're actually godparents to Katie, because we were really close back then, but unfortunately events happened and we lost touch. I found out this week that my friend Wayne passed away to the coronavirus as well, so it's hit me hard that I've never got to lay the ground and settle things with him. He did reach out to me, but my anxieties kind of took the better of me. But I'll talk about this in a bit, because Laura's back again. It's another day. To be fair, I forgot what I was talking about yesterday. Got distracted, didn't I? Probably gathered the only time that I get a bit of peace and freedom is when I'm dropping Laura off at places, or taking her places, or picking up Ellie. As I said before, my household is, during this lockdown, a nightmare, full of hormonal girls and females, and yeah. I know I was talking about my children and my children's mothers. It is a passionate thing about, obviously, I get about. One of the things, obviously, like I said, it sort of upsets me when I think about, obviously, all the things that I've gone through. I'd fight to the hills for my children. I'd do anything for them, make sure they've got everything they need. I'd love to see my son and be able to sit down and tell him the truth about everything that's gone on, about his mum, about what happened. Poor lad doesn't even know anything about me. But unfortunately I'm not able to do that at this moment in time. My younger, and she's going to have a big surprise when she gets older, like I said, because her mum's got to explain why there's another man on her birth certificate, and then when I tell her the truth and show her all the papers and court orders, like I have done with Katie recently, her mum's got a lot of explaining to do. And yeah, but I do question, obviously I've questioned a lot whether it was my fault, and it's put me in bad places many times. My biggest overdose was at the result of me losing contact with my daughter, Katie, back in the day. I've obviously done many attempts on my life before and after that because of the conditions and situation. The way it is, obviously, you think of a pot full of water, you think of the funnel which is your emotions coming out. Unfortunately, my funnel is clogged and my pot's overflowing, and that's how it has been for a long time. I know I was talking about relationships, and obviously I mentioned about Carmela. Carmela managed to put me on straight and narrow. I was sorting my life out, things were getting back to normal, I was settling down, I was in a job that I loved. Yeah, I did attempt my life while I was with her. Well, now what are you setting me in the road for? Silly man. So yeah, so like I said, I did attempt my life while I was with her. Well, that's because of the drama I was going through with the daughter as well, and struggles there, and struggling to cope with being defenceless against my partner. Now, Carol, like I said, I lost her in 2009, February 20, 2009. She passed away to cancer. And like I said, that was my strongest relationship. I mean, I will go over relationships on another vlog one day, but that was my strongest relationship I'd had since my son's mother, and obviously she was taken away, and made me think at the time that I wasn't entitled to be in a relationship or to love people, that people love me, because I've never experienced it as a child. The only thing that I've never experienced unconditional love, if that makes sense, all the way through, and Carmelo's the first to show me unconditional love. Well, Carmelo was the first that I realised was showing me unconditional love. I know people were beforehand, but I'll go through all that actually in another vlog. So yeah, so that's where I'm doing. Just on my way now to Pitlow from Morrison's, as per usual, left in a queue. Off to get my medication because I'm on fortnightly prescriptions, because the doctors don't trust me, and to be fair, I don't trust myself. And yeah, so I'll bring this vlog to an end here. I will start another one tonight or tomorrow, because I do want to talk about a few other stuff while I'm in my mind. Good thing is, I've spoken, I know I was saying about my university work, I've actually spoken and expressed my problems with my lecturers, and I'm going to go through all my emails with them. I know they replied back to me when I emailed them on Monday, but my head's not been in the right place to reply yet. But I will reply back to them probably today. Knuckle down, try and get some more work done. And yeah, like I said, it's been a tough one. There's a lot that's happened in my life. I could write a book, but to be fair, yeah, I don't know. I can't put words out today. Done that with a big change in the weather as well. The rain's back again, isn't it? But just got myself a big bag of vitamin D supplements, so maybe that might help me out with it. But yeah, let's hopefully get one step closer, and hopefully we'll just lockdown down soon. But like I said, I'll end it here now in a way. I'll start a new vlog probably later in that one for a few days, because I'm struggling to get everything one day at the moment. But I want to thank everybody for those who've been watching, those who've subscribed and liked, etc. I know there's not many of you, but I do appreciate it, and I will be more of a participant soon. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, recommend, share. Got any suggestions? Why are you walking in the middle of the road and there's a path right there, you silly woman? Yeah. Well, just like to eat from it. I think she's a red balloon. Never mind. But yeah, so thank you very much, and please remember to take care of yourselves. I love my wife to bits, but I don't think she realises that there's still a lockdown on. Because she likes to go to all these different shops and get out. Yeah, I know she wants to get out. I do know she wants to get out of the house, and it's annoying to be there, but it's stuck in the house all the time. But yeah, she has been taking her everywhere, as you probably gather. I'm always in the car when I'm doing these videos. Yeah, I know I've just said it, but like I said, I do appreciate people who are watching these. I appreciate that not to everyone stays as well. I'm just sitting here talking away, moaning about my own problems, moaning about my past. I know they're talking about stuff, but that's the aim of these videos, because I want people to realise that it is okay to talk about it all. It is okay to get it all off your chest. Don't sit on it. Don't think you have to live with it, because I've done that. I say it nearly killed me. It should have killed me. I shouldn't be here now. Something. And I can only think it's Carmelo watching over me, because I should not be here right now. I should be dead, and I know that for a fact. I've taken tablets that would have seen off most people. Yeah, all it did for me was put me in a coma. I didn't even know what tablets I'd taken. I've hung myself, and I'd managed to snap, or I've fallen unconscious before it could do any damage to me, and I've done all sorts. I've jumped off bridges and survived with just a sprained ankle. I shouldn't have done that. I've driven into wells. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me. So that's why I say, I'm in a position now where I say, bring it on. No matter what anyone throws at me now, I've done worse to myself and I've still survived. So I will crack on. I've been through the worst. And like I said, so I'm sharing my story for everyone to hear. I don't care if people don't like it, or it upsets certain people, or some people got something to say about it. Because I'm going to tell my story, and that is a given. So yeah, so like I said, if you like the videos, like, subscribe, give me advice on what you think you could do different, how you think you could do the videos different. I'm playing with video editing as well, so I am gonna, like I said, I'm gonna keep this going for as long as I can. Keep talking about it, keep talking about great things going forward. It's not easy while we're in lockdown, because I talk when I'm on the move, like I'm driving, or when I'm walking about, or when the house is quiet, and I get none of that at the moment. So yeah, once it's all over, I think start getting more relaxed and flexed. Hopefully I'll be doing a few of these videos while I'm on holiday, showing the good side. Man, get to see me sing and dance. Because last year when I was in Spain, I was a completely different person there, because I felt relaxed. Don't know what it is, but as soon as I get out of this country, I'm a completely different person once I settle in. But yeah, so yeah. Ooh, I'm even going to start recording some of these in the house, so you can see what I've got put up with. But yeah, so thank you very much. Like I say, I don't keep saying it, but I do appreciate any support that I do get, or any comments, good, bad, I don't care. I might not respond to all messages, because I don't even respond to people who direct messages, or people who ring me. I don't even answer the phone, because I can't, but that's the sad point. So yeah, I'll end it here. Thank you very much, and feel free to share, like, subscribe, whatever you like. Yeah, thank you.